We will be using a 20 gauge silver-plated copper wire. We're also going to be needing a ruler and then a ring mandrel in the size of your choice. The tools are going to be pretty simple with the nylon jaw pliers, our wire cutters, and our bent chain nose pliers. Smoothing out the wire with the nylon jaw pliers, we will then place it onto the ruler and measure out 5 inches of wire. Holding the wire at that mark, we will snip it off with the wire cutters and then measure out a second piece of wire to the same 5-inch length and cut it as well. Taking our 2 pieces of wire and making sure that the ends are even, we are going to begin twisting them together. Crisscrossing the wires and then holding the wire at the crossed point, we will then twist the ends together. This twist is mainly the anchor point for our design of the ring, but we do want to make sure that it is tightly twisted together, so we're going to use our nylon jaw pliers to help us get a tighter twist. Holding that twist firmly in the nylon jaw pliers, we are then going to use our bent chain nose pliers, placing them right up against the twist of the wire and bending the long end of the wire over to create an angle in the wire. Switching to the other wire, we are going to repeat the same thing, bending the wire in the opposite direction to create this sort of diamond shape. Then we are going to shift our pliers up so that they are holding that diamond, and we are going to twist the 2 wires together 2 or 3 times. Adjusting our pliers so that we can securely hold the twist, we are going to repeat this by placing the bent nose pliers up against the twist, bending the long end of the wire over to create an angle, switch our pliers to the other wire and bend it over, crossing the wires in the same direction that our twist is going. This way we can continue the twist once we place the wire back into the pliers and twist the 2 wires again together. Twisting once, twisting again, and then twisting a 3rd time before we pause to readjust our pliers so that we can create another diamond in the wire. So grabbing our bent chain nose pliers, we're then going to bend the 2 long ends of wire, crossing the wires so that the crisscross is going the same direction that the twist is going. After creating and adjusting the shape of the diamond, we will then place the whole design back into the nylon jaw pliers so that we can hold the wire firmly as we create another twist. The whole design is going to want to twist as you twist the wires, so as you go, straighten it out and make sure that it is flat. Now we just need to keep repeating this pattern until we have a piece that is long enough to create the size of ring that we want to make. I don't think this design will work with only 1 twist in between each diamond because the structure of it won't hold, but you could do at least 2, and you could definitely do more than 3. This would change up the spacing of the diamonds to create a different look of the same pattern. Remember, after creating a diamond, to cross the wires in the same direction as you are twisting the wire. As I mentioned, the whole design is going to want to twist and skew itself so that it's not flat. So here we are going to use 2 of our pliers to twist the wire and design in opposite directions so that all of the diamonds are flat and facing the same direction. Now that we have a length of the design, we can put it onto our ring mandrel to measure how much of it we actually need. It's always better to have a little bit extra than not enough when working with wire. Now this definitely does not work every time, but this pattern worked with the size of ring I'm making so that I am able to slip one end of the wire through the first diamond that we created. Now if my pattern didn't end like this, then I would basically make an extra diamond just for the closure of the ring. Holding the ring firmly on the mandrel, we are going to take those ends of wire that are through the diamond and bend them back over themselves. Now we need to trim the other 2 ends of wire, so we're going to untwist a little ways so that we can use our wire cutters and snip it off back underneath the first 2 wire. Then we are going to use our bent chain nose pliers and squeeze those wires together so that they will fit underneath the other two wires that we are going to then wrap around it. Taking one end of the wire, we are going to bend it down and around through the center of the ring and begin wrapping it around the other ends of wire to secure the ring together. After bringing the wire through and around the ring up to the other side, we want to create a very tight wrap. So we will use our pliers to squeeze and press that wire tightly together so that as we wrap the wire, it is very tight as we go around. Continuing to wrap the wire and pressing it together with the pliers until you have either covered the wires that are underneath or you have come to the end of the wire that you are using to wrap with. And then taking the second piece of wire, we are going to wrap it in the opposite direction as the first one, pressing it tightly together with our pliers and wrapping it around and around until we have come to the end of wire. Depending on if you have enough wrapping to cover the wires underneath, we will either trim them shorter or cover them with the wrapping and make sure that both ends of our wrap are secured inside of the ring. Once we have secured the ends of wire on the ring, we'll then take our nylon jaw pliers and squeeze and press the wrapping together to just tighten it a little bit more. Press the wrapping from all directions, side to side, up and down, and end to end. Now last but not least, we want to make sure that all of the ends of the wire are either hidden or smoothed down. So we'll go back over with our file to make sure everything is smooth. And now we have finished creating this diamond twist ring. I hope you enjoyed creating this ring with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.